Good morning, children. This is your teacher Nafisa Idinwala. Welcomes you all to a revision session of K-Tech High School and Junior College. It's a good day to have a good day. Now, as you all know, our unit test is very close and we are having a revision session. So, what you must do, start doing, practice. That means start studying. Practice makes man perfect. But there is a big question in front of you. Ma'am, how do I revise for exams so that I can get good marks? For that, children, I'm here to help you with your revision. First of all, you must look for something positive every day. Even if some days you have to look little harder, base of today's lesson means you must think positive. Never give up. Do not get disheartened. Even at times you find little things getting harder and harder. So today we are going to do 1.2 Dick Whittington and his cat. This is the same lesson that Dick followed. He followed what? Positive attitude towards life. Even he faced many difficulties every day. Little things were becoming harder, but he did not give up. Now, in short, we will do the summary of this lesson so that we recollect what we have done previously. Dick Whittington and his cat. About the text, children. Dick Whittington is the main character of the story. It describes how Dick, a poor orphan boy, becomes a rich person and a mayor of London. Now the summary. Dick Whittington was a poor and orphan boy. He lived in a small village in the south of England. He was treated unkindly by many of the villagers. One day, he decided to go to London to find his fortune. He reached to London with the help of a man in his cart. But as he reached there, he was disappointed. He met unfriendly people. Here in London, also, the people were very unfriendly. Dick spent that night in the corner of an alley. Alley is a dark street between two buildings, a narrow street, dirty one. The next day, he wandered on the street of London for food, but nobody helped him. When he woke up in the morning, he was feeling hungry. It was cold weather, and when he went asking for food to people, nobody helped him. Being hungry and tired, he fainted, collapsed, fell down in front of Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Now, Mr. Fitzwarren, a rich merchant, offered Dick food and job of helping in the kitchen. Dick lived in the attic where rats, mice around him. Now, what is an attic? I told you it's a small room just below the roof. But soon he got a solution. As he was paid by Mr. Fitzwarren, he bought a cat to prevent him from rats and mice. Dick's one problem was solved, but the next was the bad tempered cook. She was always scolding, shouting, hitting with a wooden spoon, even he worked hard. Second problem was the cook, who was a bad tempered woman. She always hit Dick with a wooden spoon, scolded and shouted it, even though poor Dick worked very hard. So, being fed up of the cook, Dick left Mr. Fitzwarren's house. One day he leaves Mr. Fitzwarren's house. He says, I'm fed up, I cannot take any more. So he leaves Mr. Fitzwarren's house. He set out with his cat to find a fortune elsewhere. On their way out of London, he sat down on a stone to rest. It was the 1st of November, All Saints' Day. He heard the church bell ringing out a message for him. Turn again. What was it telling? Turn again, Dick Whittington. Right? Those three lines. Thou worthy citizen of London, Mayor of London, addressing him as the Mayor of London. Dick returned back to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. He quickly slipped into the house because everybody was still asleep. Dick's life now changed gradually with a sequence of events occurs in which the cat proved to be a blessing and good luck to him. He sent his cat on a voyage to an African coast of a Barbary. On the ship, it helped to keep the rats away. In the Barbary, too, it helped the king and queen. The king bought it with heavy amount to kill the rats that troubled his kingdom. Dick became a rich man. From this time on, Dick worked with Mr. Fitzwarren and became successful merchant himself. He married Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter Alice, and three times he was elected Lord Mayor of London. At the same time, he was knighted with a title of Sir. That's all in short. I think you all have recollected the story. Now we start with a question answers that you're going to write in your classwork book as a revision. Question number one. How does Mr. Fitzwarren favor Dick? What difficulties did Dick have to face at Mr. Fitzwarren's house? How did the cat prove to be very useful? Now, remove affix, that is prefix and suffix. There is extra words which you have to remove to make a root word, right? Successful, you remove full, you get a root word success. Immediately, you remove ly, you get immediate. Similarly, you have to do other words like retrace, mouser, unfriendly, fallen, unkind, wooden, luckily, belonging. Now find from the story one word for the following. A small room just below the sloping roof. You all know what I told you just now also. Attic. A narrow passage between a building, street, that is alley. The highest ranking officer in municipality of a city or a town, it is mayor. The highest ranking officer who commands a ship, captain. Any animal that catches mice, mouser. Not cat, mouser. A low constant sound made by the cat, purr, P-U-R-R. Now you have to make sensible sentence with these three words given. Overcome, put up with, and bargain. And this is beautiful, children. You have to arrange this sentence according to the sequence with the events that occurred in the lesson. We have done this. So that's all for the day, children. I hope you will start working on it. Start studying for your unit test. Thank you, children. Love you all.